Hello, this is Professor C.P. Prakasam, former professor from International Institute for Population Sciences, Mumbai, India. I will be discussing about regression part 2, the assumptions involved by using graphic module from SPSS under data analysis. In this video, we will be trying to understand how to use the graphic module and as well as how to draw Q and Q plot, and also using the Explorer editor to assess the assumptions involved in linear regression calculation. And also we will discuss about limitations of data quality if the assumptions are not met, and the solution for that will be discussed. Following are the assumptions associated with regression models: linear relationship, multicollinearity, normality, no or little multicollinearity, no autocorrelation, and heterozygosity are the assumptions. The first two assumptions can be met by the graphic module, and other three, no multicollinearity, autocorrelation, and heterozygosity, can be done by using the analyze, correlation, autocorrelation methods from the statistics editor SPSS. Now we will discuss how to use the graphics module for the linearity and multi-normality testing and association with that. First and foremost assumption is the assessing the normality. In all research works, assessing the normality is a prerequisite in the inferential statistical analysis. The selected graphical method suggested below will give you how to select the and how to prove the assumptions. One is the graphical method by using the histogram, box plot, stem and leaf plot, normal probability plot. And by using the statistical methods such as skewness, kurtosis, Kolmogorov-Simorov statistics with Lilliefro's significance level, and also Shipro-Walk statistics. All these things we will try to understand by using the graphic editor from the SPSS. Right side you can find out the data we are going to use. As like earlier we had discussed about this data. One is the age at marriage, female age at marriage, and percentage in the labor force. That we will test whether the normality and all the assumptions are existing or not. One of the first assumption is the linearity. The linearity can be tested by using the scattered dot plot. This can be done by using the graph module. Graph, click that, you will get the legacy dialog. From this legacy dialog you will find out the scattered dot. Then click that, you will get a sub editor. This sub editor will have a scatter dot, simple scatter, overlay scatter, matrix scatter, etc. Therefore we want a simple scatter, and click that simple scatter box. Then you will get another sub editor that is called a simple scatter plot. In that you will find y-axis, x-axis, and other matter. Since we have taken the female age at marriage as the x-axis and female in labor force as a y-axis, then we will bring out by clicking the arrows, and then we will get the female age at marriage in the x-axis and female labor force in the y-axis, and say OK. And let us see the output derived from the SPSS. This is the SPSS output for the scatter dot plot. One can observe from the next figure that there are two observations which are away from the normal line, and there are two observations below which are deviated. These are called the outliers, and we can also fit the trend line by drawing the from the SPSS output. That is the chart. You click the SPSS output, double click, then you will get chart editor. From that you observe the elements and then also fit line at total, you will get the regression line or the average line between the observations. Therefore, if we remove the above two dot points, then recalculate the R square, which has been discussed earlier, then you will find that 40% of the variation explained by female age at marriage in determining female labor force, whereas if you include the other 2 points which are there in that, the normal data shows that 12.1% variation. Therefore, that we should try to find out what are the outliers in our data set, and according to the researcher's decision, that can be included or deleted. By removing that outliers, the sample size will decrease. As the sample size decreases, there is a chances of the errors will be more. Therefore, there is a lot of discussion about how to remove the outliers. That we will discuss in the multivariate analysis. Another approach is to find out the linearity using the histogram from the graphic editor. Go to the graph. From that you click, you will find legacy dialogues. In the legacy dialog, click that, you will find a sub drop down menu. At the end you will find histogram. Click histogram, and then in the histogram you will have a sub menu. Then bring out the only one variable into the right side by clicking the arrow, and down below you will find the normal plot. Draw normal plot. Click that or tick mark, and then say OK. You will find the output as given here. Here is the output for the histogram and normal curve. You can see that female age at marriage, and the bar diagram shows the center very high and distributed equally from the left and right. Whereas you can see the female labor force participation, there are some missing observations or distorted bar diagrams. However, it shows that more or less normal. From this we can understand the distribution. Another method of finding out the linearity by using the graph module is drawing box plot. Go to the graph. In that legacy dialog, then right click that legacy dialog. There will be a drop down menu. In that you will find box plot. Click that box plot, then sub menu will come. Then you select simple, and from that click that, you will find the menu, sub menu will come. Then in that you bring out whatever variables you want to draw the box plot to the right side. Here I am bringing out female age at marriage as well as female labor force participation. These two I have brought out and say OK. Then let us see what is the SPSS output. Here is the output of the box plot. Since I have selected the two variables, then you can find two boxes here. One is the female age at marriage and another female in the labor force. From this plot, we will get to know the summary information of the distribution of the variable. The lower boundary of the box, that box is 25% percentile, and upper boundary is the 75% percentile. Then thick middle line in the box is the median of the median, and the two lines above and below, the horizontal line above and below, will show you the extreme values of the distribution which has been spread over. If the median is closer to the top of the box, then the distribution is negatively skewed, and if it is the closer to the bottom of the box, then it is positively skewed. That will give some explanation about the distribution. We can also find out second assumption, that multivariate normality. Multivariate normality can be identified from the graph. Go to the analyze, descriptive statistics, and draw Q plot, and you will get the submenu Q by Q and Q dot plot. Then select the variables and bring it to the right side variable window, and then to extreme right you will find normal, that shows the normal distribution. Then click that normal distribution, then you will get the Q and Q plot. You can see the SPSS output here, that it is a female age at marriage, observed values in the x-axis, expected normal values in the y-axis. Similarly, observed values in the x-axis for the female labor force participation, and y-axis will be the expected values. What is this? In a normal probability plot, each observed value is paired with the expected value from the normal distribution. That means the observed values have been paired with the normal distribution values, and then a curve, line is drawn. If the sample is from the normal distribution, then the cases fall more or less in the straight line. From that we can understand, if you look at this female age at marriage, then the dots are more or less closer to the line which is drawn in between. That is the normal distribution line. Like that, even for the female labor force participation also, you will get the dots more or less closer. From that we can understand that the distribution is normal. Apart from the graph module, we can also draw the graphs by using Explore. In this, if you go to the Analyze, Explore, and then we bring out all the variables which are required to be drawn the plots, then the dependent list, female age at marriage and female labor force. After that you click plot. Once you click plot, that option, from that you will find out Explore plot. In this Explore plot, then you can see descriptive, stem and leaf plot, histogram, and down below you will find normal plot with test. That is most important. And then come back to the Explore editor. In that you will find plot, and that is a radio button. Click that button and say OK. Then you will get the SPSS output. One of the uniqueness in this is that apart from the histogram and the normal plots, the Explorer will give you the test for that. Since we have discussed about the histogram, normal distribution, and the Q and Q plots, the extra information what Explorer gives is the testing of the normality by using the Kolmogorov-Sirimow statistics with a leaf-floor significant level, as well as Shapiro-Wilk statistics, addition to the blocks plot, Q.Q, normal probability graph, and stem plots. Therefore, as an illustration, I have given calculated by using the Explore, then find out the mean age at marriage by using the Kolmogorov-Sirimow test as well as the Shapiro-Wilk. One of the thumb rule is that if the significance level is greater than 0.05, then it assumes normality. Therefore, it is given here, which shows that the female age at marriage is normally distributed from this test. That is the advantage. End note. I would like to bring out what are the checks you have to make. Look for a residual versus fitted values of the plot. Then you can find out what are the outliers and decide to be incorporated outliers or not. Second one is the scatter plot to visualize correlation effect among all the variables. Look for the box plot and also the upper and lower lines, so that it will give the variations in the distribution of your variable. Also check for bell-shaped curve fitted in the histogram. Check for the normal probability plot Q-Q for the normality, and then if it is satisfied, then you can continue for the linear regression model. Or if it is not satisfied, if not, then you transfer the one of the variable to a polynomial terms, that is either x square, x cubed, log, or exponential, and then fit a model so that the non-linearity effect will be removed. Thank you very much. Please like it, share it, subscribe it. Also press subscribe button along with the bell to receive updates. Thank you very much.